Okay, so who would have thought it? Mount & Blade 2 Bannerlord War Sales, the first DLC in the 5 years that this game has been into early access, and obviously then released into full, no longer early access, has officially been delayed. Now this doesn't become as a surprise as it was supposed to release on June 17th, and we haven't really seen any gameplay whatsoever about the new naval side of things, no up close and personal look at the ships, we haven't seen the new campaign map that has been reworked for War Sales. We also haven't seen any of the mechanics coming in it either, with like the shipbuilding, etc. So again, no surprise really that we have now got an official delay, and I think really, as I said, the only gameplay they've shown is like a few pre-rendered stuff in their short section and a Q&A that was very bare bones and basically told us absolutely nothing. We got this statement which we'll run through in a second, but if you're basically just here to see when the next official release date is going to be, all they say is early fall 2025. So if that's it, thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and obviously check out the rest of my videos. I've got some really awesome stuff. I'm actually not too mad that this has been delayed either, because it gives me more time to play Shakuho, which comes out in June, so that's always a plus. They also gave us some more information on the forums about when patch 1.3 is going to actually release, which is the next big free patch, which is supposed to come around the same time as War Sales. So they go and talk into this statement saying, Greetings warriors of Calradia. We're excited for each of you to set sail in War Sales, the up and coming expansion for Mount & Blade 2 Bannerlord. However, after taking a hard look at where things stand, it became clear we won't be ready by the original planned release date of June 17th. Which, as I said, is literally in 2.5 weeks, so yeah, makes sense considering. The title is currently on track for an early fall 2025, which is like October, September time release window. We came to this decision after a lot of thought and a few long meetings because we need more time to reach the level of quality you rightfully expect. The extra development period will give us more time to apply additional polish and continue making progress on the improvements to the base game that are, of course, already in motion. We believe this short delay will ultimately lead to a better and more enjoyable experience for all players. The team is currently working on a revised timeline, and we aim to share the new release date with you in the up and coming weeks. In the meantime, we're excited to keep you updated with regular development blogs, behind the scenes glimpses, fresh gameplay footage, and brand new War Sales content, as well as we head towards launch. Thank you for being patient and supporting. This is the TaleWorlds team. So a pretty kind of roundabout statement, and we got some information in it as well, which is good, but most importantly they talk about having more communication going forward on the lead up to War Sales. One of the most important things, we literally went through a 2-year drought where there was just radio silent, which honestly is just unacceptable as fans. And if they expect you, if the game was dead, that'd be one thing, but if they are planning on continuing to drop DLCs and they expect people to buy it and stuff, the least they can do is communicate with the community, especially when mods are the lifeblood of it. So I'm very much glad that they've kind of got that kick up the butt they really needed, and they're going to be talking to us a lot more going forward. So a few things in this statement to obviously talk about. First things first, early fall 2025. I imagine that means, as a non-American, I imagine that means we're going to be probably getting more information about a release. I mean, to be fair, they talk about a release date in the next couple of weeks, hopefully coming out, but I guess it's going to be probably around August, September time that we're going to be getting this early, hopefully maybe towards the end of August. So still only not like a massive delay, a couple more months for them to finish off, I imagine, clean up the bugs and probably get some more stuff done. And realistically, that sounds like a great choice for them to make, because we spoke about it a second ago. They haven't shown any gameplay whatsoever for the new DLC. The game's coming out in 2.5 weeks and we have no idea what to expect. There's no price on the game either yet, so we have no idea how to equivalate, whether or not it's going to be worth it. If it's like $40, then the gameplay better be absolutely insane. If it's $20, we need to kind of have that idea before actually pre-purchasing the game and pre-ordering it, or just buying it. Again, I don't recommend pre-ordering. I always recommend just waiting for reviews and then checking out the game. But mostly from just like a marketing point of view, I'm excited for War Sales because it's my job to, play these games and show them off for you guys. So it's always fun to have new content. But I imagine as a player, it's kind of like, oh yeah, there's a DLC coming out. I actually have no idea really what's even going to be in it. You know, there's a few bullet points here and there, but yeah, marketing wise, I feel like they've really dropped the ball, and obviously that's because it was just never going to be ready for June 17th. So hopefully this extra 2 months gives them a lot more time to actually start showing stuff up and bringing the community in to see these really cool stuff behind the scene and how they're working and how ship battles, because again, ship battles and everything they've said sounds really cool, the way that it's going to be more than just an F1 F3. They also talked about on the forum as well, some people were talking on there asking about the 1.3 base game update, which is about the stealth and I think a bunch of other stuff that they're planning on implementing, which was axed from the story DLC, which again caused the delay of like 2 years of no communication, etc. They're the dark times, we put them behind us. But they'd also talk about that there is actually planned, they say it's still planned, the base game update will still be released with the War Sales DLC. I don't think that was ever actually officially announced in the Q&A or anything else. Like I don't think remember seeing that. They just said it's going to be around the same time. There might be a beta beforehand. That was about it. But yeah, this basically confirms it as well, that I guess that they're going to use these 2 months for people who aren't working on the DLC but are working on the base game free update is also going to come alongside the War Sales DLC. Again, I think that's the best way of doing. Going to get the most people into actually checking out the game again and being like, oh yeah, the free update is kind of cool, let's check out these awesome new boats. Like, it makes the most sense to bring the most people back to the game. But as I said, I don't remember this actually being stated beforehand. But yeah, cool. If they need an extra 2 months to bring it all together, or an extra 3 months to bring it all together, I'm totally fine with that. And yeah, my overall thoughts on it, like, again, I think everybody in the comment section would agree with me that if they need more time, they should take more time. People would much prefer to spend not only their hard-earned cash, but also their time playing something that is actually worth that time. And if you're going to release in 2.5 weeks and then the DLC is going to be poorly received and, you know, people are going to stop playing the game because of it, or they're going to feel like they were robbed of their money because what TaleWorlds is putting out just isn't up to standard, too many bugs, or, you know, features don't work as intended, then that's totally fine. You know, obviously it sucks that you gave us a release date and, you know, you didn't stick to that release date. That sucks, you know, and I don't totally feel people who are probably annoyed by that. But also, I think overall, at the end of the day, I'd much prefer the team to take their time with the project to give us a much better project than they originally maybe thought was going to release on June 17th, and actually give us a DLC that we deserve, because let's say we have been itching for content, and I'm very excited for War Sales overall. So that's going to do it for the video. It's going to be a bit of a shorter one today, but there's not really too much to talk about, and I don't want to waste your time. So yeah, new release date, I'll be sure to post it on my community page when we find out. They say that they're going to be talking about it in the next couple of weeks, so hopefully, you know, probably on June 17th to taunt us, they'll release the new release date for War Sales, but I'll be sure to let you guys know either in a video or over on my community page. In the meantime though, don't worry, we've got Shikuho coming out. Shikuho, the awesome Japan overhaul mod, is releasing in June. They haven't given an official release date. Maybe we'll find out more in the next couple of weeks. Maybe they'll actually probably delay their release to probably June 17th. Oh, that would be perfect, right? June 17th, they drop Shikuho. That would be amazing. They should do that. But yeah, you know, there's still plenty of content. I've got lots of Bannerlord on the channel, so if you're itching for Bannerlord, check that out. And I'll see you guys in the next one.